So the last trailer that I need to watch before I can go eat because I'm starving and eating in about more than 10 hours, I think. What am I doing with my life? Yeah, I'm eating like 15 hours. God, we got to eat, shouldn't I? So last trailer, last thing for I go do that because yeah, very hungry. Um, this is She-Hulk. Saying it a lot. I watched the teaser trailer. Um, I didn't. I mean, okay. Firstly, a lot of people complained about CGI. I didn't really have an issue with the CGI. I didn't think it looked that bad. Actually, I didn't think it looked I didn't look bad at all. I don't know. People standards to be really high. Um, I did find it a bit cringy, and there's some part of it was like that I just didn't like at all. But maybe this will help bring. I mean, I said bring back on board. I was gonna watch it. I wasn't turned off by it, but it was just really cringe anyway. I know a bit about the character of She-Hulk in that I grew up watching the Hulk animated series, and she was a part of it. So I know enough about her lore there. Yeah, we should see how much of that is kind of matched to comics. This is based on how much of this draws from that, how much similar, how much of this I know. It's a story I know, but is it the story it's going to tell? I don't know. Um, like I remember the big difference between her and the Hulk was that She-Hulk, um, once she got her powers from like a transfusion or whatever, she couldn't turn back and forth. She only she turned once and it was permanent, but also she had like more control over like her like everything, much like the Hulk is like now. But that was her all the time, and that was like a major difference. So yeah, other than that, let's just give this a look and see what we can pick from it.
Wow! Jeez, what the hell, man?
Still in control, no overwhelming feelings of rage.
No, a normal amount of rage.
You do revert back to Gen form when you sleep.
Was the air horn really necessary?
For comedy, absolutely. This is a multi-year journey you're about to embark on.
Yes.
Yeah. Who's your best friend?
Nikki.
Spandex. Spandex is your best friend. Being a Hulk asks for balance. You have so much more to learn. Yes!
So I'm clearly nailing it at all these things.
If you want to go back to your life as a lawyer, I respect that.
He doesn't mean that.
More and more eccentric superhumans are coming out of the woodwork. We are going to launch a division for them, and I want the She-Hulk to be the face of it.
Jennifer Waters. Namaste.
I have a serious conflict of interest. This man tried to kill my cousin, Bruce.
Yeah, that's quite all right.
Oh. People only care because I'm representing Emil Blonsky.
I think they care because they're like, hey, that girl's green. Jen, do your thing. God, I really like this outfit.
I'm not proud of this.
Miss Walters, we answer to a higher power. Our universe is on the edge of a precipice.
I am a lawyer. We do things by the book.
The Book of Ashanti.
No, the book of American laws.
Whether you like it or not, you're now a superhero.
Let's do this. You know that friend you had in high school who was way cooler than you were, attractive, got all the attention from everyone? Hello.
I think I'm jealous. Is that what I'm feeling?
Oh, you tease. You tease. They tease. Okay, well, I mean, yeah, that's a good shot, man. Yeah, fine. Well, leave it on that. That was a pretty. I mean, that was a pretty decent trailer. So yeah, I think we can go through this a bit. I think I have more to say on this than I have on the other trailers. I mean, it's definitely brought me back. It's definitely the humor here was less cringe and more on my level. So I was.
Rage.
No, a normal amount of rage.
You do revert back to Gen form when you sleep.
Was the air horn really necessary?
For comedy, absolutely.
I mean, yeah, that's my entire vibe. So yeah, this is after she gets her powers, and they're kind of trying to teach her how to be a Hulk.
This is a multi-year journey you're about to.
Multi-year journey. Yeah. So yeah, this gonna be a segment where he's like, I got to teach her to be a Hulk, and she's kind of outdoes him, and which I'm sure. I don't know. I'm doing a side glance at that with the camera. I should have put my camera here. I'm sure it's gonna make all of the. We're gonna make how much of like male fans happy. And absolutely no accusations of her being a Mary Sue or anything. I just think it's funny. I mean, it's good. I love it. I love the whole fact that she's just out pissing him. Also, I have seen a lot of people complain about how this is like under. Okay, firstly, I've seen a lot of people be like, "Oh, do you remember when the Hulk was badass back in The Incredible Hulk that was released in 2008?" And I'm like, okay, come on. Everyone like has been criticizing that film for being terrible and putting it at the bottom of the list for years. Don't start defending it now. That's an insult to people like me who generally liked Incredible Hulk in 2008 and thought it was one of the. I thought it was like one of the was like a generally good Hulk film that was well acted, had a lot of like visual storytelling. It was generally good, and everyone was like, "Oh no, it's like the black sheep of the MCU." And now you're bringing it back just because you want to use the crap on this. Secondly, I mean, like the Hulk's been in the MCU for quite a while, a fairly like character, because again, no one liked the Dark Hulk in 2008, so this is kind of your making, really. Like in Avengers, it was like quite cartoonish, but in a good way, and then like even and then obviously they appeared in Thor and they're a relatively comedic character, but also like I think it's just I think one of the beautiful things of the MCU is that we can do things with these characters that we know very well that we haven't seen done before, and the Hulk is not a character that we haven't. There's loads of adaptations of the Hulk. If you want a dark version of the Hulk, you've got places you can go and watch that back. I think the brilliant thing is the MCU is that we can explore the different like sides of the character, and I think Bruce has been fairly shown as someone who has a lot of trauma, and so he started to feel comfortable with himself, and so he'd only start to like be portrayed the same way. Also, I don't think anything here is particularly like egregiously comedic and like undermines. Like he's interacting with a family member. He's not interacting with people who makes him angry. You know, like you're always more goofy with a family member. People are complaining about nothing. You know, it's fine. It's fine. This is we're done with this kind of content. Oh, I'm done with this kind of content. And like I'm sure if they do need a darker Hulk, they can easily bring that back in. This is the MCU version. That's the brilliant thing about comics. We can see different variants of characters in so many different ways. Let's just enjoy this for what it is. You know, it's not ruining anything.
Embark on. Yes. Yeah. Who's your best friend?
Nikki.
Spandex. Spandex is your best friend. Being a Hulk asks for balance.
That's just all funny.
So much more to learn. Yes!
So I'm clearly nailing it at all these things.
If you want to go back to your life as a lawyer, I respect that.
He doesn't mean that.
This is grabbing my attention. This whole kind of she's breaking the fourth wall, and she's aware of she's breaking the fourth wall, and it's confusing her, and that's great because usually when they break the fourth wall, they already that thing. and this is perhaps a way for them to like bring Deadpool into this, because obviously he breaks the fourth wall without, you know, they already sort of bring him into the business. Like, well, it's already been us in the MCU, but that was like, yeah, that whole, I can watch that kind of visual acting for like ages. That intrigues me, and I want to see how they handle that in the show. I also don't know much about her fourth wall breaking, if that's new or not. So I'm going to read up on that.
More and more eccentric superhumans are coming out of the woodwork. We are going to launch a division.
So this all kind of amuses me. Like, I was like, yeah, we're just going to introduce all these characters off screen, and you're going to just deal with it. I'm like, yeah, we are. Like, this, I'm glad that, like, cinematic adaptations of comic books, because, you know, they always have to be so grounded or simplified, or like, what do we call it? Like, gently introducing into the world. Now we're just like, yeah, everyone knows what superheroes are in this universe. We can just go crazy with it and do. This is what I love about the MCU. Is that we can just go crazy with it and have fun, and still be serious with it. Like, we've got this whole diversity of genres and tones, and I think it's great. I love it. I why are people complaining about this? This is great. This is what art and entertainment should be about. It should be entertaining. I just love how we can just introduce characters and be like, not waste time having set it up, because we've already done all that 10-year legwork.
For them. And I want the She-Hulk to be the face of it.
Jennifer Waters. Nice day.
And obviously it's great that he's back in this after so long. It's so great that he was one of my favorite characters. So I'm glad we're you know, re-honoring the Incredible Hulk.
I have a serious conflict of interest. This man tried to kill my cousin, Bruce.
Yeah, that's quite all right.
Oh.
That's just funny. And again, we're re-establishing that the Incredible Hulk is a thing. Also, like, this whole like cartoonish, casual vibe from the text is just telling you, like, don't take this show seriously.
People only care because I'm representing Emil Blonsky.
I think they care because they're like, hey, that girl's green. Jen, do your thing.
God, I really like this outfit. I'm not proud of this.
That's funny as well.
Miss Walters, we answer to a higher power. Our universe is on the edge of a precipice.
I am a lawyer.
No. Sorry, I think I'm just having a heart attack. That whole sequence was like, I mean, it's great we're seeing. Hang on, I'll show it again.
Universe is on the edge of a precipice.
Obviously, they've updated his design slightly. That's fine. They added the gills back, which they didn't put in the original, because they were like, oh, well, if he fights the Hulk's just going to bite his ears off, and there's no way he can't not do that. I'm like, well, just sure.
I am a lawyer.
But I also like Wong's in this again. That's great. We do love Wong.
Things by the book.
The Book of Ashanti.
No, the Book of American Laws.
I guess that's funny. Kind of a weird throw-in reference to the Book of Ashanti. I'm not sure how it's relevant here, other than it was a big plot point of Doctor Strange, Madness of the Multiverse. Also, I don't know, I guess it's set after this, I don't know. But yeah, Wong's in this. We love Wong.
Whether you like it or not, you're now a superhero.
Let's do this. You know that friend you had in high school who was way cooler than you were, attractive, got all the attention from everyone? Hello.
Oh, I've just seen that thing in the back. Today, Mo Blonsky. So is what, like, they say a like support group for like people who've just got superpowers? I mean, I guess that's fun.
I think I'm Jealous? Is that what I'm feeling?
And then this thing, whatever that is. Yeah, no, I'm down. I'm down for this show. I think they've 17 for both. That's yeah. I see. I didn't shout. I restrained myself. But that's wait. So that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Well, I guess you can see me on Wednesday. And then Daredevil, in a more kind of comic, or at least an older comic version of his comic book thing. But they tease. You don't get to see it properly, except in the photos which you've seen. Okay, well, yeah. My I wasn't turned off, but I was a bit cringy. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to like grit my teeth through a lot of this. But I think the part that's gonna make me grit my teeth is perhaps just a one episode thing. Hopefully, the rest of it is gonna be much more entertaining. And explore where we are in the world. I think that's one thing we're missing a lot of the MCU is where we are in the world outside of the kind of superhero perspective and where we are more ground perspective, and hopefully this was going to tell me. Anyway, I need to eat, pray, and fart and do my coursework in that order. So I'm going to go. Thanks for tuning in, and yeah, I guess I'll see you on Wednesday for this. We're going to see this on Wednesday. So see you then.